This is kind of a follow-up video to my last video showing you around my shop. This is some of my projects and a little bit closer up. This is my 6-wheeled lawnmower. We're going to put a bed on the back. I think I'm going to make it so it's got either a flatbed or a dump box. It's 2 lawnmowers, welded front to back. Well, you get the idea. 2 rear ends, belt to run from the motor to the first rear end. I'll have a secondary pulley on the first rear end, which will cut a hole here so that we can run the pulley to the back rear end. Make some linkage to make both of the shifting mechanisms work together, so you only have to shift one at a time. Still trying to decide whether or not I want to pull these rear ends apart and weld them so that they're posi, considering that it's going to have 2 powered rear ends on it. I'm thinking that I'm going to leave it limited like it is now. That way when you're turning, it's not going to try and fight itself. Was out at the local U-Pull yard and found a old Craftsman lawnmower out there. I took the hood off of that, so we had a hood for the beast. Working on getting that on there. That one right there, a buddy of mine put together. Did some pulley swaps and all that other stuff and had it going. Local cop clocked him at 32 miles an hour on it, but he lost interest, so it's been sitting around here for a while. Sooner or later I'll play with that one. The old workhorse, well, not a workhorse, it's a Craftsman, but it's my workhorse. I use it to pull stuff. I use it to plow in the wintertime. After I've gone through with my snowblower, clean up everything. It does just about everything. Pulls old cars around up on the trailers and crap and all that good stuff. Little 12 horsepower Briggs 4-speed tranny. Alright, back in the shop. This is my 86 Mazda RX-7. We've pulled the rotary, installed a 96 LT1. Came out of a Formula Firebird. Got T-boned, had 77,300 and some miles on it. It was his pride and joy per se. He just got pissed off and wanted to sell it, so I got the motor and training and wiring and computer and everything for dirt cheap. We were planning on going with a single turbo setup on it, thus the headers that are on there. Not quite sure if we're still doing that or not. Nice black leather interior. I've had this car forever and a day, working on it forever and a day. Over here, this is a toy I just picked up. 300 bucks. It's a 1984 Pontiac Fiero. Guy previously, before that, the guy that I bought it from had swapped the GT kit onto it. Needs a little work, but he did swap in a 3.8 liter V6 out of a, I believe he said late 80s, early 90s. I think he said it was like a 91 Buick Century, not 100% positive, but it runs. He couldn't figure out problems with it, and I got it home, put new fuel in it, changed the spark plugs, put the battery in there with a good charge. She fired right off, runs and drives. Just doesn't stop very well, so we're going to do a brake upgrade replacement. Stinks like hell because he hasn't touched it in, well, it's 2014, and he didn't have any plates or tabs on it since 2008. So after I chased away some wasps that had made their nests in quite a few different places on this car, cleaning it up, freshening it up, gonna redo the interior. I kind of like the black and white, so I think we're gonna leave that, just clean it up and give it a respray, same color. And then this one over here. This is another long-term project that I've had. I work on in between working on other things. This is a 1992 Ford Ranger, two-wheel drive, short box. I've swapped in a GT 40 motor out of a 1997 Ford Explorer. Right now it has a distributor on it. I have all the wiring and everything to put the other system on there. At first we were planning on going carbed and then changed my mind. I think this one's going to go fuel injected now. It seems to be easier, cheaper, considering I already have everything. I've shaved the drip rails, cleaned up the body a little bit. Mirrors are off a Harley Davidson. Not exactly sure what Harley these are from. Just know that they're Harley. I got them at a swap meet from a guy that was dealing them, and he had boxes full. The front bumper is off of a 97 Ford Explorer. Limited edition, aftermarket headlights, LEDs and such. This side here, as you can see where I've marked it off, was a little beat up. And I'm in the process of putting this bedside right above it. It's going to replace this bedside. Wish I would have known I was going to do that before I did all the work to the rear end. We filled in all the stake pockets. The rear pan actually came off of a 1969 Ford Thunderbird. Surprisingly enough, just a little trim, it fit right in there. All the crap in the back is stuff that's leaving or needs to be moved around. Things that my father buys and thinks he's gonna have me fix. But that's about it for now. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna be posting more videos working on these projects and some of the other projects I have around here. See you later.